Hello again, everybody. This is Derek coming at you with another Wargaming and miniature video. In today's video, we're going to continue on with our What's in the Box series. And in today's What's in the Box, we're going to be looking at the Flames of War British Starter Force, the Armored Battle Group. Okay, so if you don't know, Flames of War is a 15mm war game set, 15mm World War II, man-to-man, tank-to-tank, and I don't play it. I play a game called Battlegroup, not this Battlegroup, but a game called Battlegroup, but I love using the Flames of War miniatures because I think the Flames of War miniatures and models are very good models. They're usually easy to assemble, and the figures are nice and chunky, usually. All right, so let's go ahead and see what we get in this box. What we're going to get, this is what it says we're going to get, is 18 vehicles, 4 guns, and 6 infantry teams. So you don't get a whole lot of infantry. You do get some, but not a whole lot. It looks like you're going to get some 105s, maybe, or 25 pounders, right? Probably. Some carriers, universal carriers. Looks like you're going to get some Stuarts, or Honeys, I guess they would call them in the UK. Looks like some M10s, maybe M10s, and then some Shermans and a Firefly, right? And looks like some Churchills. Well, that's a good variety of different vehicles and armor. Now, one reason why I love the starter forces for Flames of War is because they're very cost effective. If you need these vehicles anyway, right? If you're planning on getting those vehicles anyway from Flames of War, they normally cost about $10 or more per vehicle. So like if I was to get a Sherman tank platoon of 5 vehicles, that would be normally $50. Or if I got a platoon of Churchills for 3 vehicles, it would probably cost me around $30. Same thing with the M10s. This will be like $40. And this over here would be like $30. $40 more, right? So this whole set here, the Bren carriers with the infantry, is probably about $40. So if you were to count all that up, it would be well over $200 worth of models. But you only pay about $100, maybe $110 for a starter set. So you pay about half price. That's one reason why I love it. Plus, not only do you get the figures and the tanks, but you also get a rule book, usually in these starter forces, so that you can learn how to play the game. All right, let's see what it says on the box. Okay, it's a nice, beautiful box. Boom, look at that. Includes everything you need to play, rules, models, and cards. Okay, don't have dice, but that's okay. Long list of stuff. 4 Shermans, a Firefly, 3 Stuarts, 3 Churchills, 1 motor platoon, which I guess is that, and then 3 carriers, 4 25 pounders, 4 M10s, the rule book, and then start here with decal sheets and unit cards. That's quite a bit of stuff. All right, so let's go ahead and open up the box to see exactly what you get. Now, just to let you know, I've already removed the bubble wrap, and to be honest, I've also already opened this box, and I pulled these pamphlets out of this box already. Okay, so let's see. We get the Flames of War Quick Start rules, which is all you need to get started playing. It tells you how to shoot, tells you how to move, tells you how to read your unit card, and everything you need to know to actually play. If you just want to sit down and get started and start playing, right? Good to go. Now, if you want to go further in depth with the rules and learn all the things, it comes with a rule book. Oh, doesn't want to open. There we go. Comes with a rule book. Now, I've noticed that a lot of times these rule books that come in the starter sets, they all come in these Ziploc bags, but you can see the damage on the Ziploc bag. Sometimes it transfers through, sometimes it doesn't. But like there, you can see a torn page, like a tear, dents, bends. But is it still usable? Absolutely. It's a beautiful rule book, colored, even has a World War II history, and there's your quick start rules at the very beginning of the rule book. But with that tear, it's like the pages want to stick together. Okay. And you get decals. Now, at the end of this video, what we will do is zoom in and take a close look at some of the items. One of the items might be the decals, if I can remember. Okay, the decals should come with like a protective cover over the decals, but it comes with some unit markings and divisional markings and the stars. So a really good, like Desert Rats, and also 54, 52. And you got the 76s, 77s, the blue over red, or the red over blue. Yeah, I'm not sure what all these divisions are, but let's see, does it say? It just says British. Yeah, it just says British. Okay, so, but still, that's quite a few decals to put on your different vehicles. That's awesome. And then you got all your cards. Okay, we'll go over the cards here in just a second after I go over the Starter Force book. Okay, the Starter Force book, it's technically, basically, just an assembly guide. How to put together all your models, what variations you can use. Like it shows you how to make it, the difference between a Firefly and a Sherman, the Stuart, and then the Churchill, the 25-pound gun. Looks like it has a limber as well, and then the universal carrier, and then it shows the M10 with both the 17-pounder and the 3-inch gun. How to base your troops. It's over here, how to base them, and then on the back side, point values of an army, and then where to go from there. All right, let's take a look at these cards real quick. Okay, the first card should be the Force card. Cards are stuck together. Okay, not too terrible. If you take it slow, they will come apart. Without any images getting stuck, that's good. Okay, but here is the Force card there finally. Okay, so Fortress Europe, British. There's only 4 formations. There's a Rifle Company, Motor Company, Italy, Churchill, Tank Squadron, Sherman Armored Squadron. Okay, so you would pick one of those, and then these could be some support elements you would add to it. looks like the one they've chosen for you is the Sherman Armored Squadron. Okay, so you need a squadron headquarters, which has either 2, 3, or 4 Shermans. In addition to that, you're going to need a troop, 1 to 3 troops, and then you're going to need, in addition to that, 1 troop or 1 scout troop. Okay, so the Sherman armored troop, that's this guy right here. It could have 3 Shermans, or it could have 2 Shermans and a Firefly, or it could have 3 Shermans and a Firefly. So the minimum it could have is 3 Shermans. Now this thing only comes with 4 Shermans and a Firefly. So there's 2 of them. So go with the second one in the middle. That's another 2 Shermans and a Firefly. That'll satisfy your 1 armored troop. And then they give you a separate card for the Firefly to give it its stats. And then the next thing you have to have is the Stuart Reese Patrol. Okay, which is finally right here. These things are all stuck. The Stuart Reese Patrol, and we already know you get like 3 of those. That is the minimum for a Stuart Reese Patrol. You would have that, and that would satisfy your Sherman Armored Squadron headquarters. But as support elements, you can get a Universal Carrier Patrol or M10 platoon and or 25 pounder troop, Bofors. Okay. I don't see motor platoon. Okay, it says Universal Carrier Patrol as an option. And that would be 3 Universal Carriers. Okay, well, you definitely got that. Churchill's not on that list. Here's an M10. 2 or 4. The 3-inch, and 2 or 4 with the 17 pounder. And then there's the 25-pound field gun. And then the motor platoon. The motor platoon, 3 Bren guns. Oh, Bren gun teams. Okay. Not sure how many teams you get. This says 3. And a 2-inch, a Piat, and a unit leader. 2-inch, Piat, 3 guns, 6 points. Okay. All right, so now that we basically see the paperwork, let's see what kind of figures we get and models we get in this. Now, I want you to notice that this is a very thick box. This box is about almost 5 inches. It's 4 inch 3/4, maybe 4-inch 3/4, and then it's square almost 11 inches. So like 11, 11, 5, 11, 11, 4, something like that. Okay, a lot of different sprues in there. Okay. I do believe that any sprues colored like this were originally planned for the U.S. Any sprue colored like this was originally planned for the UK. I'm talking about the forces, not like where it's sold. I'm going to try to pull things out and set them down in a way that we can kind of figure out exactly what you're getting. There's the 3 Bren guns. Or Bren gun carriers. I don't want to damage any of the models by dragging these kits up. So I'm trying to be careful. Okay. That looks like a 25-pounder. Okay, well this looks like an M10, but it's got the green colored sprue. So I would think that that is also going to have the 17-pounder built into it. It looks like it could be an M36 as well. I don't know about that. Okay. I don't know if the British have M36s. There's a gun. There's a gun. And there's the gun. So you get 4 25-pounders. And this would be the Stewart / Honey. Get 3 of those. This looks like a big vehicle, so this is probably your Churchill. Yep, that's got to be the Churchill. Okay, there's the Churchills. And then the rest of these should be Shermans. 1, 2, 3, 4 Shermans. Five Shermans. Which the Firefly is part of that. Okay. 2 infantry sprues. Looks like a gun crew sprue. That would be for the 25-pounders. Tank crew sprues. So this would be for all the various tanks and tank crews. And then a small handful of bases. Okay, let's get this box out of the way. Okay, there's a number of plugs. Okay, it gives 4 sprues of plugs. And I would suspect that those plugs were anticipated for the large bases. These 4 large bases, which are for the artillery piece, because the artillery pieces probably only use like 3 or 4 models. I know that they would probably use 3 or 4 crew members, and the other holes need to be filled. Okay, but I wouldn't think they would need 4 sprues for that. Maybe 2 sprues. Then you get a team. Actually, what do you get in this thing? A Piat team and a 2-inch mortar team. Yep, there's the Piat, there's a 2-inch mortar. There's the unit leader, and then 3 squads. These would all be on the Bren guns, the Bren universal carriers. Okay. So it's not a whole lot of infantry. Just enough to wet your whistle. Looking at the infantry sprue, a rifle platoon comes with 2 of these sprues, I do believe. It might be 4, but let's take a look. If I was to just fill up bases, I would have 1, 2, 3. There's 3 bases full. And then you got like a Piat and a mortar. Yeah, there's a mortar. There's a Piat. But the Piat should be able to be added into any of the other squads. So the only thing you got to really worry about is just taking the mortar out of it. So what do we say? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I could do 5. I could do easily 11 bases out of all this. Just to get started towards a platoon. But I don't think that's enough to actually start a platoon, so I might hold off on these. Now the Churchill, I haven't really had a chance to take a look at the Churchill sprue ever before, so I'm not sure what that is. Looks like it's a turret top of some kind. There's like 3 turrets. Like this turret probably goes on that. This one goes on that. And maybe this is... Yeah, that looks... Oh, maybe it's a trailer. Oh, because you got a couple of wheels. Maybe trailer for the flamethrower? Because I think the Churchill can have a flamethrower option. And that does look like it could very easily be a trailer. And it should have a 2-pound gun and a 6-pound gun. Maybe a flamethrower. I'm not sure. I'll have to take a look at that. But it looks like you could build either version. That's cool. Not sure how many Churchills I'm going to need. But we'll take a look at those. Yep, now this is the green M10 sprue. Yeah, and I think that's an M36 turret, but I could be wrong. There's 2, that's probably the M10 front. Where's the back of the turret? That's part of it. Oh, the part of it's built into the base. Okay. So you got the base with the lower part of the back turret. And then you got, yeah, okay, so this is open. So you're going to have figures down inside there, hopefully. You got multiple glacis plates. So that's going to depend on which version that you use. Plus you've got like the 17-pounder and the 3-inch gun barrel. And then this gun barrel, whichever that is. Okay, so you do a different gun barrel for each glacis plate. Oh, it's probably the for the M36. One of these is probably for the M36. That's probably this guy. And then these 2 are probably the 3-inch and the 17-pounder. Oh, yeah. Okay, so that's not the... This isn't the Firefly. This is just the M10s. Okay, you got a box. One little box. Okay, you had like a couple of accessories over here, like a jerry can, a wheel, and some tracks. Okay, now the Sherman... One of the reasons why I decided to go ahead and get this package was I need 4 Fireflies. and I saw that this came with 5 Shermans, and I was gambling that the Shermans also came with both the Sherman and the Firefly turret. And this looks like it does. The Sherman and the Firefly turret. So you got the regular Sherman barrel and the Firefly barrel. So it looks like I'm going to be able to make... Okay. But there's only one turret bottom. All right? Okay. So I have to make a decision which turret I'm going to make. Well, it's definitely going to be the Firefly for 4 of them. Maybe 5. Just, it comes with the Mark V Sherman front and the Mark V Firefly Sherman front. So, the other way around. That's the Firefly. That's the Sherman. And all these sprues are the same, so I'm going to be able to make... I could make 5 Fireflies. Extra hull, boxes... machine guns. There's a closed turret, and there's the open turret, so depending on which one you want to have on there. The honey. Looks like if I wanted to, I could make an M8 howitzer. Got the M8 front plate. Okay, so you got the M8 turret, but you also have the 37mm turret. So you could assemble both of these turrets, top and bottom, and then using a magnet, you could swap out the turrets. So you could actually have this 3 M8s and 3 M5A1s. Okay, gun crew just look like British gun crew, except one of them has a ramrod. Okay, let's take a look at that. It's like it's an old Napoleonic cannon. Okay, 25 pounder. This comes with 2 guns, maybe 3 guns if you count this. I got this short barrel gun. I got this extremely long barrel gun. And then I got this mid-range gun. That looks like it would go on a limber. There's your gun shield, base plate, limber tires, and then gun tires. Doesn't look like I can make a 25-pound anti-tank gun, just the 25 howitzer. Okay. And then the carrier. I can make the flamethrower carrier. I can make a Bren gun carrier. I can make a Vickers gun carrier. Or it looks like anti-tank rifle. So you can mix and match the carriers. But I'll probably just make it Vickers. And then finally the crew here. Some on the hard plastic and some on the soft ABS. Okay, now the soft ABS has a number of drivers. I don't know any vehicle that needs a driver. Oh, except for the Bren guns. Bren carriers. Oh, that's just a sprue of drivers. So you're getting a bunch of variety of different types of drivers, even though you're not going to use them. You're just going to use these 3 Bren drivers. Okay. And then 4 tank crew. I don't see any of them standing or anything. Yeah, I might have to dig up some other crew members to go in the M10s. Because they have open tops. Okay, well that's what you get in the armored battle group. I don't think there's any need to zoom in on the Shermans because they're just like the other Shermans, or the Stuarts, just like my other Stuarts that I showed. Bren gun carriers, infantry. I have and the M10s. Yeah, the only thing I could think of to really zoom in on would be the decals to show you exactly what kind of decal you're getting there. All right, well, thank you for coming out and checking this video out. If you are shopping for any historical miniatures, make sure you check out my eBay store where you can shop and maybe pick up something you're missing. Or if you need something painted for you, like if you got a miniature you want someone else to paint for you, send me an email and I will gladly do a commission. I'll quote you a price and let you know how much I'm going to charge. And all right, now I'll see you in the next video.